Testing. Testing. Check, check, check. Oh. Oh. Welcome to the PSILO Show, episode 1, starring me, your host, PSILO. Produced by me, your host, PSILO. Edited by me, PSILO. Finally, we are here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode. Now let's start off by addressing the elephant in the room. What many of you may be asking, and by many of you, I mean the 3 of my friends who I'm forcing to listen to this podcast right now. And that is, what is this? PSILO, what is this? Podcast? Podcast. What is this podcast? Why are you starting this podcast? Who is this podcast for? What makes you think that you got what it takes to run a podcast? Don't you think there are enough podcasts out there? Podcasts with podcasters who have podcast followings and people to listen? Let's face it. Let's have an honest, open conversation. We're in the red. Things aren't looking good over here. I'm not just going to sit here and act like everything's all fine and dandy. I'm not just going to sit here and lie to you and say that everything's going great. Let me read to you some of the numbers. Instagram, we got 43 followers, following 50. TikTok, 12 followers, we're following 15. YouTube, 3 subscribers. Facebook, 80 likes. We're getting hit from all sides. Not even on TikTok, for Christ's sake. We're in over our heads. So I guess all the rumors are true. Everything they say is true. The competition is stiff. But we here at the PSILO Show are stiffer. They may have all the glitz, the glam. They may have the money, the sponsors. But what they don't have is the charisma. What they don't have is the nerve. I got my mic and I got a dream. That's all a boy really needs nowadays. And you don't need to be asleep to dream. Think about that one. You may say, PSILO, how do you find the will to carry on? And that's because I believe in destiny. I believe in the power of a vision. And you know, as a little boy, I always dreamed of being famous. I always yearned for the spotlight, to be a burning star in the dark, cruel night. I told my mama I wanted to be a child star. I wanted to be like one of those Disney kids up there singing, dancing in front of the camera. But as I got older, I had to come to terms. I said, I'm getting older. No worries. I know. I'll be a teen idol. Yeah, that'll get 'em. A real Justin Bieber. I did the acting classes. I did the voice lessons. I was the star of the local theater. I thought someone would be sure to swoop in and take me to the top. But as I got older, I realized that wasn't the situation. And I said, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands. I'm going to have to grab this horse by the reins. If I want this done, I'm going to have to do it myself. If Hollywood wasn't going to bring me to the top, you just wait till I get on the internet. They'll love me on the web. I'll be the Princess Di for the people. And I tried every trick in the book. I did the hashtags. I did the trends. I did the conspiracy videos. I did the eating videos. Skits, parodies, true crime, reaction, jokes. I did it all. And once again, nothing. Now we're getting older. I'm looking at that biological clock. The time's ticking. We got to get this show on the road. But what should I do? Nowhere to go. Nowhere to turn. I thought I lost everything. Who do I talk to? Who do I ask? God? Oh, God. Knock, knock, knock. It's me. Hello. I'd like to have a word with you. Excuse me, universe. Pardon me, Buddha. But how are we going to make this fame thing happen? You want to play hardball? Let's play hardball. When am I going to get paid millions to sit here and exist? Because right now, working minimum wage, blowing my back out, it ain't cutting it, sis. It just ain't cutting it. I just feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick. I thought I would never recover. They took everything I held dear. My back against the wall, they took it all from me. My career in shambles. My dreams thrown down into the dirt. Where was I to go? But then it hit me all at once, like a ton of bricks. The answer was so clear, so obvious, so simple, in front of me from the very beginning. How didn't I see it? I needed to grow up. I needed to be responsible. I needed to wake up. I needed to start a podcast. Duh. Obvious. So I have to sit. I have to reflect. What is this podcast going to be about? How is it going to be different than all my other YouTube ventures from before? What went wrong? Did I not have the right contacts? Did I not have the right persona? Was the content wrong? Where did we go wrong? Maybe it was all of the above. Maybe. And I'm saying this because I want it on the record. Silo, don't quit. Write it down. Silo, don't quit, baby. And I'm saying this because I realized the evident flaw. I didn't love what I was making. I was holding back. I was just clocking in, thinking this will be the quick and easy way to famous. But it's going to take a lot more than a little reaction video to take me to the top. We've got a lot of competition out here. And if I don't love what I'm creating, how the hell is anyone else going to love it? So back to the original question. Silo, what is this podcast? Well, I can tell you what it's not going to be. It's not going to be me just sitting here talking about bullshit that no one cares about. It's not just going to be me sitting up here showing a little bit of muscles, trying to get a little views. No, we're going to get real. We're going to get raw. We're going to get dirty. We're going to get authentic. We're going to get in scandals. We might even get canceled. But you know what? It's going to be authentic. It's going to be stream of consciousness. It's going to be avant-garde. We're going to be commenting on pop culture, the subtle nuances of life. And that might rattle a few people's cages. But you know what? I'm okay with that. It's going to be all real, all silo, all the time. Because most importantly, I'm not just going to quit after 3 episodes because no one listens. I'm going to give it at least 10. And I'm going to sit here and talk to myself like a crazy motherfucker until everybody who needs to hear this podcast hears this podcast. No man, no woman, no child left behind. And yes, maybe this is another one of my half-baked, attention-seeking, internet fame-hungry, social media-in, money laundering, internet scheming failures. Yes, perhaps. Probably. But Silo, don't quit. The great thing about having nothing to lose is having nothing holding you back. And let me tell you something. They've been trying to hold me back for years. But not today. I'm breaking free. I'm back out on the prowl. Back to the streets that raised me. So take this time. Open your ears. Close your legs. Sit down. Relax. 'Cause you never know where you just might go when you take a ride on the PSILO Show. I'd like to give a warm welcome to our podcast's first ever sponsor, which is me. I am proud to be sponsoring my own show today because if you can't sponsor your own show, how the hell are you going to expect anyone else to sponsor it? For those of you who don't already know, I'm not only a podcaster. I am first and foremost an artist, a singer, a rapper, musician, producer, songwriter. Please be sure to check out my latest single, Dumpy, available on all platforms today. And I'll even give you a little sneak peek. Beep, beep, keep on backing it up. Shimmy it, tight, don't get stuck. Keep pushing harder till you got it, got it. Beep, beep, put it back in reverse. Shift it out, then twist it first. Keep going down until you got it, got it. And that's all I'm going to show you, because it's just a little sneak peek. A little itty bitty 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 sneak peek. And without further ado, let's go back to our scheduled programming with the PSILO Show. All right, and I wanted to end the first episode of the PSILO Show with a special segment called ASKPSILO, where you, the viewers, call in and ask me your deepest, darkest, burning desires. Please feel free to call us back at 407-900-5775. Be sure to leave your name, age, location, and horoscope. All right, let's listen to our first question.
Hi, my name is Amanda, and I am calling in for some advice today. I am 23, and I live in Tampa, Florida. So I just started dating this new guy. We've been official for about 2 months now. He's great. He is perfect in every way, except for this one thing. He is still friends with his ex-girlfriend. He still talks to her. He still occasionally hangs out with her, and I don't want to seem crazy and jealous by telling him to not talk to her anymore, but it's just making me uncomfortable. So what do you think I should do? Should I tell him to stop? Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in and asking that question, because I can't believe we're going into 2024 and some of you guys are still falling for the same old tricks and traps. I think it's about damn time we clear the air about the boyfriend being friends with his ex charade. You can tell your boyfriend that he can leave that little trollop at whatever brothel he found her, because we're not playing the I'm friends with my ex hokey pokey dokey musical chair game. It's not happening. I don't care if he's been friends with her since middle school. I don't care if she's a good person. I don't care if she's going through a hard time. We're cutting the girl off. In my house, when we're done with the trash, we take it out to the curb and we leave it. And they might say you're the crazy girlfriend. Good. Let them know. Let them know the big bad wolf is home and she's pissed. Because I'll tell you what, it's better to be the crazy girlfriend than the lonely, sad, never could keep a man, trifling ex. And you gotta grab it by the reins. You gotta nip it in the butt, because she is like a fungus. If you don't spray that down with Lotrimum before it gets momentum, you won't ever be able to get rid of her. If you give this girl one little inch, she'll take a mile and run. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to pull him aside. You're going to say, Jason's your boyfriend in this situation. Jason, she hit me. Last night when you left, she hit me. And now I'm worried about the baby. Here's the thing. Every time you get in a fight, it's always going to be Jessica gets her 2 cents. Well, Jessica thinks this. Well, Jessica likes that. Jessica's so funny. No one asked for Jessica's input. You laugh when I tell you to laugh. There are only 2 scenarios in which you're allowing him to talk to his ex. Scenario A. The ex was severely disfigured and marred in an automobile accident. Scenario B. She's a raging lesbian. None of that bisexual bullshit, because you know that'll just turn him on even more. Severely disfigured or raging lesbian. One or the other. Good luck, babe.
Hi, PSILO. My name is Caitlin, age 21, Nashville. I'm calling because I'm trying to make more money, and I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans. But I don't know. Do you think I should start?
All right. Wow, we're asking the heavy hitters today. You want to know if you should start an OnlyFans? Well, let me tell you. By the sound of this voicemail, I'm not sure you got the qualifications to start an OnlyFans. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying that to be clever. This is not a joke. OnlyFans has done a lot of good things for a lot of good girls. But we need to clear up the misunderstanding that is OnlyFans. They think it's all fun and games. They hear about the 0.01% that's making millions off of each week. People think they're just gonna post one nude and get their big payday. One little iPhone sex tape and they think they're gonna be riding off into the sunset. A one-hit wonder. Oh, I wish it were that easy. Please. Grow up. The industry's not how it used to be. These women are not just porn stars. They are performers. They are businesswomen. They are entrepreneurs. They are content creators. Your subscribers aren't going to be just like, oh, here's a little nude. Let me pay you all my money. No. Those bastards are hungry, ravenous. They'll take everything that you got. They want content, baby. They want nudes, videos. You're going to have to get creative. You're going to have to keep a schedule. You're going to have to post multiple times a week. Are you going to be able to keep up with the demand? Are you going to have what it takes? You might have been your local tri-state hoe, but we're in the big leagues now, mama. Olympics. These girls are swinging from the rafters, hanging from the ceiling, shoving furniture up every hole. True acts of athleticism. Are you going to be able to compete? Here's what you can do. Maybe start small. Start with some foot pics. Get yourself out there. Get familiar with the platform. See if this is something for you before you put your face out there. Because once you board that train, there ain't no going back. And there ain't nothing worse than being a failed porn star. Trust me. Or you could get a coin. Heads, you sell your nudies online for $1. You take the red pill and you see how far that rabbit hole goes. Tails, you get yourself to a convent and you pray. You pray for God to forgive your wicked soul. Hope that helped. Next question.
Hey, Silo. It's Alyssa Myers from New York. I'm 24, and I was just calling in because I wanted to know what your thoughts on this year's Met Gala were.
The Met. I love the Met. I love the costumes. I love the celebrities, the wardrobe. I love the controversy, the outrage, the drama. But people are getting pissed. They're trying to take the little joy I get and crush it. They keep saying the Met Gala, it's like the Hunger Games. We're living the Hunger Games. This is the Hunger Games. And what's so wrong with that? You act as if the Hunger Games wasn't a fine piece of cinema. We had stunning visuals. We had great performances. We had excellent character arcs. We had excellent world building. They keep commenting, watching from District 12. We're watching from District 12 while they're scrolling through their iPhones, drinking their Grimace shakes. What the hell do you know about the damn mines? Maybe the celebrities are the victims in all of this. Wouldn't the celebrities be the tributes? And following that thought process, wouldn't Lana Del Rey be Katniss Everdeen? Think about it. Katniss was always the best dress. Lana's always the best dress. Lana's clearly the only person who represents the people there. Listen, Anna Wintour says no garlic, no onions, no chives. And I agree with her. I don't want to see the celebrities having a good time over there. They're not here to eat. They're here to work. This is where celebrity meets high fashion. No one goes to the Met and says, oh, we had a great time at the Met. Look at Lizzo. Look at that face. Does that face look like she had a great time at the Met? This ain't your teen prom night. This ain't your local disco. This ain't your county honky tonk. This is the fucking Met. Start acting like it. And that's our final question for the day for Ask Silo. If you are interested, please be sure to call and ask Silo yourself, leaving your name, age, location, and horoscope sign. Also with your question. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and remember, you will be rewarded in the future. This is Silo signing off. Love ya.